And alright, I think we are live. So, hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I am Kinsmarck, this is Violeta, and we have returned. And no, we haven't forgotten what day of the week it is. I know, it's Thursday, we usually stream Friday. We just felt like streaming tonight, because we missed you guys. And as you can hear, I am certainly still recovering from having gotten sick on the last couple of days worth of our vacation. And I was proud of myself yesterday when I recorded my first 15 with this game. I could hardly talk right now. Because, like, as I went in recording that episode, like, it actually got better. I actually started to speak a little more clearly. So, hopefully, this evening with the streaming, that'll happen again. So nasally right now. So, I think I'm going to hop into a match. And I have chosen this particular game for this evening because I want something simple and free to play that we can all kind of hop into and have a little fun. I also want to, respirate and not choke anymore. I assume that didn't work. Let's see, what's hangers can I connect?
Are you going to be streaming tomorrow as well?
Yep.
Yes, we are.
Yes, indeedy.
I can't guarantee that we'll be streaming Dragon Age, since that actually usually requires lots of talking.
Yeah, and I can't promise how long this evening or tomorrow's streams will get, because as you can hear, it's a little laborious for me to speak at all. However, I missed you guys and I wanted to actually stream something, because I feel really horrible for having essentially missed almost an entire week's worth of content after returning, because ow. I had all this work. I spent so long and worked so hard.
Yeah, Paris is good because I have to go to school tomorrow.
I worked so hard prepping for the trip so that we wouldn't miss any days, and I did really well. I think it came to where I only missed like 2 days while we were away, I think, and then I got back and suddenly my sinuses were just in full rebellion, and as you can hear, like, it was worse when we first returned. Oh wow, hi there. Like, I could hardly, like, even, breathe. I could hardly speak. Like, it was horrible. And it's only now starting to get a little better.
Paris says, but it's good to have you back.
Good to be back. And my team here is getting stomped. Let's go with a little shoddy, shall we? A little 12 gauge rage to sort this out. 12 gauge kind of sucks. Let's see. And I've only as much experience with this game as you guys saw in the episode yesterday, assuming you watched it. Ooh. So, I'm hardly an authority on it yet. Seems decently entertaining, though. And I figured it's free to play, so it's something we can all hop into. And it doesn't take very long at all to download, because it's fairly resource light. Oh, hi. Dear God. The hip fire. It sucks so much. Wait, no it doesn't. I was just a derp. Couldn't hit anything. There we go. I think I've also got some lag on this round. Whoop, hi there, I see you. Ah, I'm not doing so well. At least our team is winning now.
Well,
we were getting stomped at first. I love the ragdolls in this game. They're so broken, but they're so fun to watch. Like, the physics are not good in this game. They're entertaining to look at, though. Hi there. Double kill. Yeah, when my voice is a little more recovered, I think one of the first series I'm gonna start that I held off until we returned to start recording is this war of mine. Because one, I really want to play it, and two, I think it's somewhat thematically fitting that I don't sound entirely well when I start the series. For some reason, in a dark sort of way, that just kind of seems appropriate. Ugh. I'm also going to try and do mod spotlights as well.
This is okay. I wish I could stay longer, but really have to go. Hope you feel better soon.
Alrighty, much appreciated. Thanks for stopping in. Like I said, part of why I wanted to stream tonight was just to kind of check in with you guys, because we missed you guys while we were away. We really did. I'm not just saying that. Like, I miss our stream community. Like, the two things that I really missed a lot while we were away were our dog and our stream community.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad that we had Miss T to watch our dog while we were away.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have been willing to leave in without.
No, because I do not trust kennels. Even like, it's not something that I have against kennels. It's just the numbers speak for themselves. That dogs tend to get very sick, dishearteningly frequently, even at very well kept kennels, to the degree that I don't care to risk my dog to that. And yeah, there's some significant lag going on this round. And there's only a couple of people that I would really trust, you know, my dog's care and safety to, and it's like my mom and Miss T, as far as people outside of my immediate family go. At least the people I live with. Mommy's immediate family. So the fact that, you know, she lives pretty close locally to us, and didn't mind, you know, house/dog sitting for us, was really cool, because it meant that I actually had someone that I could trust to watch after him. What we started with. Not enough. I think I'm actually gonna wait until I have enough to buy a good rifle. Oh, that's tall. Alright then. I assume I can probably fall off of that too.
Probably.
That's what I thought. Okay, I don't start with a primer. Hi! How are you today? Oh, this is their spawn. Okay. Well, this is unfortunate for you, gentlemen. I love how they spawn in midair. This doesn't feel entirely fair. Oh, Jesus. Here they come. The surge has started. Is there a melee button? I kind of want a melee just to kind of even the odds for them. There we go. I finally died. Oh, now I've got a lot of money. Now I can afford something. Can I afford it? Can I? I can! Oh, AS Val! My love, we are reunited.
You're adorable.
Right.
And I love you.
Double kill.
You're just putting in your own.
I am. They didn't import the, what is that, Unreal Tournament announcer voice?
You just
It's that same kind of text, though, so, like, we all know.
We all know.
We all know what they mean. Hi there. You're not gonna knife me like you did my friend. No, 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 no. My God. They're like the machete guys in Far Cry 3. Sorry, I don't know if friendly fire is a thing. Oh, crap. I'm out of ammo. That's not good. Ow. Well, at least I died.
I think we're the only ones here, but that's okay. We can always export this.
Oh, yeah, I plan to. Do I get to keep my Val? Yeah, I do. Sweet.
Cold.
I love how I asked that as I'd already respawned with it in my hand. I'm just
it?
slow.
Maybe a little.
And again, I have no idea whether friendly fire is a thing. Should I just attempt to kill a teammate just to see if I can?
No! You should not.
But I need to know.
You know, I will watch the thing. I knew it! I knew there was a Winchester!
Yeah. You know what? Sorry. Oh, you're already dead. Well, I was...
I'm gonna watch the thing just to see if I see anybody who kills...
Okay, well, that'll work. This is the only thing I really don't like about the visuals of this game. Like, obviously it's really simple. It's just, like, the lighting in the sky looks really unnatural. That's the only thing I really don't like about the visuals, though.
So far, I don't see any team killing.
Do I have any grenades? Nope. Ow. Alright, these guys they're starting to get good.
So I bet somebody told them to get good.
And they listened.
Yes. Dude, Winchester just did a triple kill.
I got one when I first got the Val. I was happy.
Oh, dude, Winchester is kicking butt.
Alright, you know what? It's time to get a little confident. Ow, damn. That guy is, like, super crazy headshot, man. Alright, I'm not going that way anymore.
Somebody... Zero killed Winchester. Yeah, I don't...
Gotcha.
I haven't seen any team kills yet.
Okay. Well, that's goodish. I know you're here. I know you're here. Hi. How's it going? Whoa. Mega kill!
I'm sorry, I just whenever I see that.
I can't see those things and not vocalize it.
I know.
Especially if the game doesn't do it for me.
If the game doesn't do it for you, you have to vocalize.
Someone has to.
I love you. I really do. I love you.
I accept this burden now. I also accept a round to my head, apparently.
Yes, you did.
Alright, as much as I love the Val, I do want to test out some other weapons, so let's see what else.
So far it's only ever enemies killing.
Yeah. Alright, let's keep this Slav. Let's test the SVD. Oh my god, that scope. Wow, what the? Oh, okay, so it's a toggle scope. That's like a 2x, if that. That's like a 1.5x magnification. That is not what a PSO magnification looks like. Oh god, it's a one-shot.
If you can hit them.
Yeah, if I can hit them, that helps. It's a little thing, but you know, details.
Oh, Winchester got shifted to your team.
Oh, good times.
I think.
Yep, the SVD is a one-shot.
Oh, I like how they just sort of like...
They just go limp.
They're just like,
Oh, never mind. It's not a one-shot. I wonder if there is locational damage, because I was kind of shooting him in the legs.
I think so. I think there is.
Oh god. No! Ah. That knife guy kind of freaks me out. Alright. No! Shit! I hit him, though. Alright. Let's see. Oh god, they're coming. Yep, no team killing, because I shot another guy in the head through my friend. Oh, alright. In tight corridors, the SVD kicks ass. And I'm not really going to comment on whether any of these things are balanced, because I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's all about if you're having fun.
Yeah, I mean, in a game like this...
Oh, no. He didn't get switched to your team. You got switched to theirs.
Oh, yeah, I'm with the mask guys now. I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
That's cool. I prefer these guys, because they look cooler. That's the extent of my reasoning, is they look cooler. Ow.
I noticed the names of everybody who kept killing you and your team is now the opposite. Like you're, oof.
I love the little like headstand he did. Oh, I thought I got him. All right, this is kind of a nostalgia game. Like it feels like games I played like 10 years ago, but in a good way. Like, not in a this feels horribly outdated kind of way. I mean, it does.
It does, but it doesn't.
It's charmingly outdated, though.
It's not bad outdated. It's just...
Oh, God, no.
It's like those retro clones.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's a reason people still play, you know, Counter-Strike, for instance.
Oh, that reminds me of a kind of retro clone-ish thing that I'm thinking of doing on Steam.
Yeah?
It's like old RuneScape. And
wait, what?
It's like an old RuneScape-esque.
Is it that, like, RPGMO thing or something?
I'm actually thinking of trying that. Because from what I've read, the community is really good. And while it is grindy, It looks like it has some pretty cute graphics.
Can I? Oh no, that's expensive.
Ooh, that
Never
is
mind.
expensive. Holy crap.
Time to keep on killing.
But like, and I did just have the song just continue in my head. But
oh, never mind. We're not gonna get that far anyway. Round's almost over.
Yeah.
So I'll just stick with the SVD until the end.
But there's a reason why.
Oh god, you won't die.
That's because you can't kill now. The round's over. But like, I'm thinking of attempting it just to see if it's any fun. Because the reviews say that it plays well. It is a very old school. Like that's kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
But that the community is really cool.
Let's test the UMP-45. Oh god.
Oh
God, why?
What did they do to it?
I don't think... No, that's not a broken texture, because you can see where the fire select is. That's actually proper. That's not a broken texture, that's just the way it looks.
It's just hideous.
Oh god, why? That is the most hideous gun skin I think I've ever seen. And I've watched CSGO streams. Shots fired.
Ooh. Burn. Like some extra duck burger.
Like I've said before, I'm not fond of those ridiculous camo patterns that get added to guns in a lot of games. This thing takes the cake, though.
No. There are a couple in Far Cry 3 that I think are worse than this.
Yeah, there's some bad ones in Far Cry 3, but this is worse, I think.
No, I don't. I don't think so. There were some. It was the color choices, not necessarily the pattern itself. Like the patterns were okay; they were better than this, but the color options of those patterns made it worse.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I'm gonna go back to the Colts, because, like, when I was playing this in my first 15, I was kicking ass with the 1911. Oh, crap. And the UMP-45 apparently sucks hard.
Just got inordinately chilled for some inexplicable reason.
Maybe AC just kicked on. Oh, man. So it seems like if you accidentally purchase the wrong weapons early on, you're kind of screwed. And since I'm experimenting, I accidentally screwed myself. Because you gotta get kills, I think, to get currency to purchase new weapons. And for some reason, I'm not kicking near as much ass with the 1911 in this round as I was in my first 15. Maybe I'm just not up against quite so derpy opponents.
Probably. That probably has something to do with it, I would think. Oh god, he's going after your body!
I love how they both fall into each other.
I kind of have to I do like the death animations.
I know, like,
I do.
They're not good.
But
they're entertaining, though.
But they're not bad, either. They're just not great.
Ow.
I like the way they ragdoll. It's like they, like, stumble and then plop. And I like it.
The funniest part, though, is that they do the dramatic, like, fall to knee and then blah. But it's like, as soon as they should fall flat and stop moving, it's like the physics freak out and they, like, bounce up again.
I know. I just think it's funny, okay? I like it.
Yeah, and I saw in match chat something that I saw in a couple of the Steam reviews. Having not played it, I can't say it myself at all one way or another, is that a lot of the maps in this game are essentially copies of, like, CSGO maps. Like, one of them was supposedly the same thing as Dust 2. I haven't played enough Counter-Strike to say whether that's true or not, but as much as this takes really blatant, like, ideas from Counter-Strike, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Too much to drink at dinner.
Alrighty.
Chat blind.
Yep. So, yeah. Hey. Wait, can I reload while zoomed? Nope, that was just a bug. Oh well. This is so sad that I'm doing better with a 1911 than with a UMP-45. He said as he died. Can I afford something better now? Maybe. I'm gonna wait until I have a little more. Where are you? Oh, knew you were there. And again, it's weird because it looks like for most of the pistols, the actual like slide doesn't move in first person, and yet in third person it does. That's just weird.
Okay, I am back. We have not missed anything.
Alrighty. I'm starting to suspect we have like no one in chat right now.
No, but
That's okay.
oh.
Either that or it's all lurkers. Whoop! Ow. I just realized I never noticed this in my first 15. It's when you see the text that comes up, it's not you were killed, it's you killed by.
Yes. But I like it though. It's like it's the cute kind of translation error. I mean this game.
I don't know how this game manages to be this terribly made and yet
it's endearingly bad.
It's still charming somehow. It's like those sci-fi original movies that you know are terrible, and yet they're a guilty pleasure. Like, you're watching it, and you know as you're watching it, this is a travesty to cinema, and yet, I want to watch the whole thing, because I'm still entertained. Ow.
But,
Alright, can I afford something better now? Let's see.
But it's just, I can't help it. This game, I find it...
Alright, let's try the FAMAS. Just because...
But it's the FAMAS.
I know, it's... Oh, God, that sight!
Is that accurate, though?
I have no idea. I hope not, for the French Army's sake. Of course, I think they moved to G36s a while ago.
Well, the FAMAS is not exactly good, so...
No. There's a reason only the French ever used it.
And if that... I kind of want... Okay, you know what? I'll look that up. I can't... I have to know if that's...
Yeah, look up, like, FAMAS iron sights. I'm curious, are they that terrible? Please tell me they're not.
Oh, God, I think... Oh, they are.
Are they really? Oh, my God! Why?
Oh, God, that is somebody's actual gun.
Yeah, like, that's a photo.
That's... Oh, God.
Why, France? Why? Why do you hate your own soldiers?
That's so bad, though.
Who designs iron sights that way? Like,
Well,
that's
I mean, like,
worse
some
than a
of
peep
them-
sight.
Like, some of them, you've got that, which isn't as bad, but that...
Well, yeah, but those are the FAMAS without the giant over-carrying rail thing.
It is. That is how it... Why?
France, why do you hate yourself? Who hurt you, France?
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Except I know the answer.
It's a connects from us. So cute.
I know who hurt France. It was England.
Yes,
Such bullies.
I wanted to know if that was legit. Like, I had to know if that was accurate.
A part of me wanted to believe that it wasn't just
But it is.
for the French Foreign Legion's sake, because those guys are actually kind of cool.
Oh, VA Slash says, "Hey, how you been?"
What's up, Slash? As you can hear, I've been better.
But we're not doing too bad right now.
Nah, I'm recovering. Like I said, I got sick at the end of the trip, and had a good time though.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I just feel bad because I wasn't able to.
Says, aloha.
Ah, the mangiest of all Bops has joined.
Yes. We did enjoy ourselves.
Bob, if you want to hop in and join us with this this horrible and yet still fun Counter-Strike knockoff, feel free to download WARMODE and hop in with us for a little while. Oh Jesus, what's happening?
Who even knows now?
Ow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Sir.
Oh, God.
Sir. Sir!
Oh god, what is that?
Your rifle. What is... Sir? Sir!
Oh god, that thing's horrible.
What did they do to you? You
Oh.
poor, unsuspecting AK.
Oh god, he has it too.
Rifle is not fine.
Are they glitching?
I hope so.
I desperately hope that was a glitch or something.
Oh, whoa. Oh, you're not friendly. Hi. Hi.
It's a glitch, right? It's a glitch. Tell me it's a glitch.
I'm gonna be knife guy. Cause
Are you being knife guy?
Yep. Just sprinty sprint with knife.
But yes, we had fun, but we feel bad because we used all our stuff to try and make sure that
Yeah, I pre-recorded weeks worth of content in advance for us heading out, anticipating that, okay, I can use all of that, have like no safety cushion remaining when we get back, and I'll just return straight to work and you guys will never notice.
Except then he got sick.
And then I got sick, and for several days straight, I could barely speak above a really croaky whisper, so not at all conducive to even recording short things like Mod Spotlight. So I had to miss like 3 or 4 days in a row. I felt so bad!
He did. He really did.
Like, I was like sulking, and I tried to record a couple of times.
It just didn't work.
I would get like halfway through a sentence and start into a coughing
chocolate.
fit.
What is wrong with you, Bob? I do like white chocolate.
No, that's an inside joke.
Oh, is that an inside joke? I don't want to know. Never mind. Bobman says, so how are you guys doing, you non-white chocolate loving people? You and BA Slash says, so what is this game? It looks like CS, as you say.
Yeah, it's called WARMODE.
It's adorably bad.
Yeah, it was recently released as a free-to-play game on Steam. It's not good. It's not. And yet, it's still entertaining somehow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is no such thing as team killing because...
Yeah, I've like unloaded into teammates and it's done nothing. So it's not good, and yet, like, you would think a bad free-to-play game on Steam is probably a pay-to-win mess.
Except it's not.
This isn't. Like, the only thing you can pay for in this game is cosmetic stuff, like paint for your masks and stuff. So it's not broken. It's just very modest.
That's a way to
Yeah, like, it doesn't assume very much of itself. It knows what it is and what it isn't, and it doesn't try to do anything more than what it's really capable of.
But it's cute, though. It's, like, kind of adorably bad.
Yeah. It's still fun somehow.
That doesn't make sense, but it's true.
It's so paradoxical that a game this poorly made is still this fun.
It's like, you wouldn't think so.
It shouldn't be.
I can't pronounce that.
Alright, let's try the QBZ. I'm
Noah
curious.
says CYKA space BLYAD. How goes it?
Don't you call me that. How dare you? I get called that enough in Severium as it is. Ow.
But he says, how goes it?
It goes okay-ish. As you can hear, I'm still recovering in my voice.
But we're doing a little bit better.
Enough. And like I said, I missed our stream community to the point that I was just like, you know what? I know we're going to stream again tomorrow, but I want to stream tonight, because I can.
Yes.
And at least the Chinese firepower has decent irons. France, I'm so sorry to say that when the Chinese apparently care about the ergonomics that their soldiers have to deal with, then something is very wrong.
Yes. You don't sound too hot. Feeling any better, though? Has to know.
I am feeling much better, actually. Like, this is the first time in a week and a half I woke up and didn't feel like I was choking on all the crap in my throat.
Yeah.
I actually woke up and...
has been abysmal.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for her, because I've had so much stuff going on in my sinuses, I know I've probably snored like crazy.
It's okay,
and I'm also, like, my throat no longer feels like it's on fire. So I'm on the recovery, and significantly so, which is good. I'm not completely back to normal, which is why I decided to stream rather than do like a proper recording, because I don't, like, for actual series, I don't want to compromise quality by having shitty voice, quality. So I decided I would wait.
But streaming, not so bad.
Yeah. Like, streaming is a more relaxed affair anyway, and I was willing to record a first 15 because they're kind of standalone as opposed to being part of an overall series.
Noah says, to be fair, the French are also huge weebs when it comes to modern combat because they've been getting punted around since World War II.
Yeah. True story.
But we found out about the FAMAS's iron sights
Oh my god.
in this game, and I was like, is that accurate? And he goes, I don't know. And I was just like, I have to know. I have to know. This is a dread curiosity.
I never knew the FAMAS had such terrible irons.
And then I found out it was, in fact.
They are probably, at least from what I've seen, the worst irons on a modern battle rifle.
God, his running animation. I'm sorry, it's so cute.
I love the guys with the pistols, too. How they're, like, trotting along, like, on their tippy toes. Just
They're just so cute. I can't.
Why is this game so entertaining? It shouldn't be, yet it is. Hi there.
Nomad says, can you display the FAMAS irons when you have a chance? I'm morbidly curious.
Can do.
And Bob says, that's why they have built-in surrender sticks.
Yeah, because you can't hit anything with irons like that. It is the worst kind of peep sight. Like, it's just a plate of metal with a hole in it. I think I've successfully flanked around, he said as he got shot in the face. Alright, can I afford another FAMAS to show off the horror? Not quite. I need to kill a few more fools. Alright, let's do this.
Randall first, iron sight second.
No! Kind of feel like a badass after that. Ooh, I think I can afford the FAMAS now. Assault rifle, FAMAS. Alright. Feast your eyes upon this. Why? Why, France? Why do you hate your own soldiers? Who hurt you, France? Except everyone.
Just everyone.
Like, how do you expect to hit anything like this? What is target acquisition? We just don't know. Like, if you're not aiming at something that is stationary and unaware of you, there's no way you can account for target movement with this thing. Oh, I heard that. That was a Barrett straight to my skull. How do I...
Who hurt you, France? Says Noah. The parts of Africa that tried to help the entire Axis and their entire reputation.
Yeah.
This is what Noah said. Those sights are going to be accurate, but everything else aside, you'll want to kill yourself unless someone else kills you first because you don't notice them. Noah says, I've missed these streams in the 2 weeks that you guys were gone. We moved on Friday, and I was like, oh hey, LLP stream. Vacation. Right. Soon, though. Yes.
Yep. And like we said earlier, before a couple of you guys showed up, like, you know, we didn't forget what day of the week it is. We know. We're gonna stream again tomorrow. I missed you guys.
Yes.
Like, we missed two things a lot while we were away. Our dog and our stream community. Yes. I don't mean to, like, equate you guys with the dog. Like,
wow.
you know what I mean.
Your drink.
Yeah, that was, because that was...
It's amazing. Look at that. It's like...
Yeah, let me hold it, because we went to dinner a little while ago, and then, you know, came back, and I got a drink, like, right before we left. So, I've got this cool, like, gradient from where the ice melted in the top to where the actual juice starts.
Yep.
It actually looks kind of cool.
Noah says, these sites suck, he says as he cranks out headshots like a madman.
I mean, I can work with horrible equipment. I just don't wanna.
And Bobman says, also, moving sucks. Don't move unless you have to.
Yeah. Wait.
We know.
Is that... That's not a Remington, that's a Makarov! Isn't it? Yes! That is a Makarov! What manner of Remington is this? It also doesn't have a hammer. What?
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 Sir, have you been drinking oil?
What? Game! Why you so entertaining when you so bad? Why? How? What sorcery is this? Oh my god, the Makarov kicks ass. I love this thing. This Remingtarov. Remtarov? Rakarov? I like Rakarov. We're gonna go with that.
You know, since that's a Remington R51, you goofball.
Is it? Are you sure? I like Rakarov better.
Of course you like Rakarov better. Good lord.
Because no, I'm not gonna go with that joke.
Bobby says, my copyrights tips briefcase.
Oh my god, this thing's amazing. It's got like Rakarov strong.
No, since that's the Remington Model 51, basically the predecessor of the modern R51. Oh. And no, it says ... Kraparov.
I missed you guys.
We just had the same fun at the same time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Great minds.
No.
Great minds.
Whoa. No,
oh,
no,
god.
no. Oh god. The horde. It comes.
OG fuckboy. You know what? Never mind.
I love how well Steam curates their usernames. I mean, Steam curation, cream of the crop, right? Right? Am I right?
No. Well, that depends on what you mean. Monolith Squad win, says Bob. And Noah says, I laugh and love at the crapper off.
Like I said, if you guys want to download this thing, it's really quick to download because there's like nothing to it.
And Bob is like, we're in your minds.
Whoa. Kill the knife man.
Bob does want to know about Monolith Squad.
Are you referring to the Stalker tabletop, or like what exactly does that question entail?
I do not know.
Because, like I mentioned this to Noah, I haven't mentioned it to anybody else yet. That was actually the thing I worked on a lot in our downtime while we were on vacation, was the, I've kind of, like, broadened the scope of the project. What was going to be the Stalker D20 tabletop kind of thing, I've instead turned into, or not necessarily instead, in addition to, expanded upon it such that I'm making a, essentially like Pathfinder Modern entire like core rule set.
We're making a whole big rule set that's going to have essentially small add-ons.
Yeah, I'm essentially making modules that one can use in conjunction with the core rules for things like Stalker, for Fallout. Stalker's going to be the first one I work on.
Yes.
And I've already put a lot of preliminary work into it.
Oh, Bobman says Monolith Squad, one consciousness. Monolith, because we were all on the same page. Bobman says no Windows mode, so can't.
Aww.
No, it says I'd love to, but I've got to do some note taking.
So
Kinsmarck, have I showed you the Conf-Canone?
The what now?
Conf-Canone.
Can't say it rings a bell.
NAHKAMPFKANON.
No.
No.
The no war whatever, I don't know.
I think the answer is no.
Yeah.
You have not shown us this.
That's a negatory, good buddy. Hi there. Hey, friendo. Ow, jeez. Alright, he was not happy to see me. Alright, what can I afford now that I've actually got some money? You know what, let's just try the good old M4A1. Is this thing decent? I think I recognize this. Is this a Unity Store asset? I think it is. I think I've seen this in other games.
Imagine if someone hooked up a Hetzer to an inflation pump. That's what it would look like.
Huh.
Hang on.
Wait, hold on. Watch that reload animation a little more carefully. Okay, never mind. It was just the shadows. For a second I thought the magazine clipped into the actual receiver. Whoa. It looks like a bouncy castle with a turret.
A bouncy castle.
It does!
It does kind of look like a bouncy castle with a turret. I won't lie. You're not wrong.
Owie. Also, I watched an export of the craziest stream.
Soldiers gotta have fun, man. Oh, here's another pick.
Oh, grunts just wanna have fun.
Wow. So, what were you saying?
I watched an export of the craziest stream last night.
Do I want to know?
So there was a taser involved.
Oh, Lord.
And apparently, Lanny Pator of Team 4-Star gets a little masochistic when he's drunk.
Like, what kind of masochistic?
Like, tased himself for the lulz.
Why? Bob says, was it ours?
No, no.
That's awful. That sounds
Like,
it would
even while he's doing it, it's just, why am I doing this to myself?
Because he gets crazy when he's drunk?
Yeah, yeah, true story.
True story,
Ugh. I'm actually getting good at this game.
Why is this game so fun?
I don't know, like, it shouldn't be, and
understand.
yet it is. Ah, finally got me. Alright, I'm gonna save up a little more money and then see if I can get something else. I am kind of having fun, like, experimenting with the different weapons. I don't know what I was shooting at with that last part. I was just kind of covering my retreat. Oh my god, why are the skies so terrible? Like, they are the worst part of this game. Skies.
Playing this game is tasing yourself levels of self-hatred. It's not. But it's fun! Somehow. I don't know how.
Like, I'll say that I would rather play this than AVA or Combat Arms.
Make of that what you will.
Yeah. It's not a very high bar. At all.
Oh god!
Jesus! Well.
You killed by that guy.
Alright, can I afford something? I could get an AUG. Ooh, just a little more and I can get an M110. Alright, I'll try that. Yeah, we still got enough time left in the round to make something of that. So that means I need to, like, suicide charge and just get as many kills as I can so I can get that thing. And there we go.
Bob says, you know what self-hatred? Trying to do good in the
Hobbits.
Hobbits? Yeah. And Noah says, also, have you guys seen the new Israeli tank? With 4 quotation marks. No. No, I don't think we have.
What is it, an armored ATV? Ow, damn. What is he hitting me with? Oh, he got me with an AUG. Okay, no wonder he's actually accurate. Seriously, the scopes, they're like useless. They're like 1.5x.
It says KV2 is pretty good though. No, it says it's basically a tank with a fake turret and no working gun. It's a surprise motherfucker vehicle, as the entire turret pops open to reveal a missile pod.
Oh, Jesus. Huh. Well.
Okay.
That's... I didn't realize people were designing tanks with psychological warfare in mind at this point.
I guess.
Like, how disheartening would that be if you are on the receiving end? Where it's just like, oh no, they have a tank. Oh god, it gets worse.
Yep.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Sorry. Wow. successive shots lose accuracy in a hurry. Alright, this rifle, as expensive as it is,
that's remarkably Israeli,
sucks.
because it's hilarious levels of real life OP.
I mean, they've kind of mastered the real life OP. Like, when you've got such limited assets and such small territory and so many people that want to kill you, you either adapt and overcome or you get swamped. I see you. Gotcha. Alright, I'm starting to understand the way they want this thing to work. This thing is definitely a headshot rifle. Because if you're wasting it on body shots, you're going to lose accuracy with successive shots pretty quickly.
Israel in one picture. Oh boy.
For those of you watching the export who have no idea what we just... It's essentially a dude in full plate with a tower shield on each arm. Just come at me, bruh.
Yup. Did you win?
I think so? I can't tell.
You don't know?
I don't know. I also have no idea what the use of XP is at this point. It's probably something that they haven't implemented yet, because as I said, the game is still in early access.
Bob says, the wall!
That was actually a really fun video to watch. Like, I appreciate well-timed editing, and the fact that you cut a shot to the wall at each part of that. That was good. That's my kind of editing.
Dark Souls. It's a joke played out known as Bobman has emphasized the wall because 2 shields. And Bobman says, "Okay."
It's a shun.
It was funny.
The wall. Apparently I got stuck. What the? Why do the sides of these boards, like, slow me down? No, no, no. Ow.
It's gonna be okay. Eventually.
One of these days.
Yep. No, it says, I need to find a picture of a tank that matches the wall. Also, I am before Israel hates thread in export comments.
Yeah, probably. It's one of those topics that, even if you're not making any sort of political commentary, if you just mention certain topics at all, the comments immediately just dive straight to hell.
Picture 100% sucks. If you listen to the beat, you'll actually see that some of the other kills I showed also conveniently lined up with beats of the song with no editing.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Oh, I love it when stuff happens like that.
Yep.
Like, when I shared that old, like, fake trailer that we made in college, Nocturne a while back, one of the things I still remember, I was just so tickled and pleased by when I was editing that the first time. What the hell?
What?
Is that early on, there's a part where there's, like, the tsh with the bass, and the scene that I had cut into that was a scene of a shot from Underworld with a clock tower and lightning flashing in the background, and the lightning was perfect, like down to the millisecond, timed with the bass, because it was 2 flashes, and I was just like, it's so perfect! It's like it was made for it!
Noah says, here's the wall tank. It's got a full foot of armor and the gun mantle.
Good God.
But, yeah. He was very pleased with that.
Oh, kill. Oh, crap.
What happened this time?
SPAS 12 to my face. Slightly uncomfortable.
Just a wee bit.
Can I go down there? I can, but... Can you even get up out of there if you fall in? I can't tell.
I don't think so. You were killed by a knifing rabbit. How do you feel about that?
It's just a flesh wound. I'm starting to think all the third-person tech... Oh, wait, no, that's a UMP-45, so...
No, it says late war German tanks got the facility. They had an even bigger one planned where it would have mouse turrets as, drumroll please, the miniature partner turrets.
Wait, what? How does... No. Nothing about the mouse, its name notwithstanding, is miniature in any way.
Yep.
That doesn't work. Hi.
Obviously, they thought it would.
They were wrong.
I didn't say they were right. I just said that...
Alright, let's see. Can I afford... I think I'm gonna go back to my SVD. I was actually kicking ass with that thing. Can I afford the armor right now? I can. So let's do that. Triple kill! Owie. Damn you, niffing rabbit. Because it doesn't say knifing, it says niffing. There are 2 Fs. Huh. Protect me, hipfire! Hipfire worked.
Meet the... my friend. Also known as the Land Cruiser. Holy...
Ooh, that is a mammoth tank.
Well, yeah, look.
You can't lie to me. Oh. Oh.
That's 3 treads each.
That is an armed city block on tracks.
Yes. That is exactly what that is.
The scope didn't occur to me until she pointed to the other tank for comparison.
That's kind of horrifying.
At first I just saw a big, thick tank with 2 turrets. I'm like, that's a mammoth tank. And then I saw the other one, I'm like, that's even more. Owie. And since I was mentioning a little of the modern tabletop a little earlier, a little update for those of you who are kind of keeping track of the progress. Oh, pardon me. Last night, I worked for several hours straight on my master list of very common calibers, and some not so common, and assigning them to my master list of 19 different damage pools, so that I can account for a lot of caliber variance. And I want to see if you guys agree with me on this. I think it's a pretty good measure as far as something that is empirical and not anecdotal in nature when it comes to representing the potential damage of any given round. I had kicked around all kinds of ideas. I was going with like, well, is it the bore? Is it the grain? Is it the the amount of powder in there? I was going by a lot of things, and I'm like, it's very situational. And then it dawned on me, I'm like, wait, I can just go by the muzzle energy, the amount of kinetic force that, or rather, that's actually an inspecific term. It's kinetic energy, not kinetic force, because you can apply force without impact. But, physics. The kinetic energy of any given round once it's left the muzzle. And so I went by the joules of energy that any given round has. And of course there's varying amounts of kinetic joules based upon exactly which type of ammunition, whether it's like Hydroshock or standard. So I tried to take an average of any given round and essentially used that as a gauge by which to compare rounds to each other for the purposes of determining how much damage they do. And along the way, I learned some cool things in the realm of comparative physics.
The kinetic energy idea works really well. It's well documented from any round and round subtype. It's objective, it's easy to translate, and it's a flat measure.
Exactly. Which is why, as soon as that idea occurred to me, I'm like, that makes the most clean sense.
The murder cube is real.
Oh, Jesus. I take it that's from one of those, like, weapons disposable thing. Either that or it's an art piece.
I think please do not touch.
Yeah, that's an art piece. But then I learned some cool things about relativistic physics, such as
Noah says, so you said you had 17 or something main pools. Could you elaborate on that?
I've increased it to 19 because your PTRS, with the way that I started figuring out my formula, is actually a little more powerful than my previously existing maximum damage amount. So what I mean by that is that I've essentially got two lists. Actually, I can just show you guys what I mean. It's easier to show you than to necessarily explain it. So let me Alt-Tab real quick and turn off game capture, monitor capture, and then let's just go to the lists. So Armory is here. This is my working version. Let me move it over so you guys can actually see it. And so, actually let me see that so I can see what's in the preview. These are the damage dice available. Actually, that's no longer accurate because there's now a couple more that were added. So those I'm not entirely settled on. So we'll just leave it as is for now. So essentially, every type of caliber does damage equal to one of these die pools. So for instance, I ruled that a 22 LR does 1d6 damage, as opposed to, say, a 5.56, which, if I recall correctly, I think came to 3d6. Let me find my list here. 3d6. Nope, that's a little more. 5.56 was 2d6. There we go. So this is what I went with, is I had a full list of calibers that I wanted to assign to these different damage values, and I spent hours last night going through each of them and comparing so that I could start assigning them to the different levels. And along the way, I actually learned a fair amount about certain calibers, some of which had a much wider difference in terms of the kinetic energy involved in them, some of which I was surprised at how close and comparable the amount of energy behind them is. For instance, 40 S&W and 9mm are very close in terms of the amount of kinetic energy, and yet, at least in my experience, 9mm is very controllable compared to 40 if you're actually at a range, which is why I think there's now a movement within a lot of law enforcement communities to move back to 9mm as opposed to a lot of departments that were wanting to move to 40 a while back, because it's starting to become apparent that when you analyze the wound channels created by those that get hit by 40 and 9, they're pretty much indecipherable. If it weren't for the fact that you're extracting the round from them, it would be difficult to tell from the wound itself without a bullet what had caused it between either caliber. So, like, it was pretty interesting to see which ones were actually comparable. Like, 10mm, I very nearly put a step above 45 ACP, because I want to say there was like 200 or 300 joules worth of difference in the force, and 10mm was more. So, anyway, that's kind of a long way of explaining what I was...
That's cool, because the higher you go, you get slight increases in minimum damage, but big increases in maximum damage.
Exactly.
Yep.
So let me hop on back in the game. So that was the show don't tell version. So I could kind of show you guys what I'm working with. Because I wanted for, like, you know, calibers that are pretty comparable to have a difference such that, you know, on the low end of a certain maximum amount of damage, you know, you might do 1 because there's only 1 die available. But if you've got something that is, say, 1d12 versus 2d6, the maximum is still 12, and yet the minimum goes from 1 to 2. So that accounts for the close, but not quite, variance.
What's that?
Still not big enough. I also didn't realize until last night that 40 S&W was almost designed completely by the FBI. They wanted a more controllable version of 10mm, and that's what that came out of. I never knew that. That guy did a straight-up cartwheel. That was cool. I don't know how this game is still entertaining. It just is. Ow.
It's a little bit strange, but you know, it's hilarious all at the same time.
Owie.
Weren't a lot of modern police-centric calibers designed in the wake of that one huge shootout whose name escapes me following the suspects using automatic rifles and body armor?
Yes, actually. I think that was after the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Because as far as police using body armor, that pretty much came entirely out of Prohibition era, when gangsters started using the early Tommy guns. And fun fact, actually, something a lot of people don't know, is that the early Thompson submachine guns were presented to the U.S. Army and dismissed. The Army didn't want them, because at the time, they didn't figure they needed them. And so they were actually pretty much civilian and police sale only. And of course, the civilian versions were non-drum and were, you know, semi. And they only really started getting used for several years by police and organized crime. And it wasn't until we got involved in, I think it was the early stages of World War II, that the military actually saw, like, we could actually use a more compact weapon that has the kind of force of a .45, so maybe we could use that.
I noticed there's also a North Hollywood shootout, I believe. I think
Yeah.
it started the push for more powerful and penetrating rounds of police, or police military.
Well, I mean, like, North Hollywood shootout, you're referring to the guy with the AK, or guys that robbed a bank? Because that was also a pretty strong impetus as far as modern occurrences. But yeah, I think it's funny that a lot of the whole idea of, you know, police militarization, it's not new. It's not something that's just started happening. Like, Thompsons were used by police before they were even used by military
And he says, yeah, that one.
in the Prohibition era.
I mean, to me, it only makes sense if they're combating people who have that kind of hardware equipment. They need something that they can use.
One of the platforms most beloved by our military at the time, the BAR, was actually really first used a lot by the FBI. Because they wanted something that could penetrate vehicles used by organized crime that were moving alcohol. Because ironically, it was actually the essentially the carbine version of the BAR, the Colt Monitor, that was used by the posse that took down Bonnie and Clyde. They essentially caught them in Louisiana and just unloaded on them with like 4 Colt Monitors and just Swiss cheesed their car. I'm sure that was a mess to clean up afterward. Hello, hello. I should probably buy something better than a Glock.
Yeah, maybe. And now it says, yeah, the average American has access to more firearms, and therefore more criminals with access to more firearms. Because of that, police need to be able to handle that.
Yeah, exactly.
What's proportionate response?
Yeah.
Bobman says, also fun fact, mobsters would cut off the barrel of the BAR so they could CC a machine gun.
Yep.
Yep.
They would cut off the barrel and the stock. There was actually, I forget his name now, there was a particular gangster that was known for doing that, and he would actually forego using what was at the time a pretty standard drum. He would actually saw off the stock, he would cut down the barrel, and he would go for the simple stick mags because they were much easier to conceal.
Says, yeah, that's what inspired some of the first gun control acts. Mobsters would get things shipped to their door, saw them off, and commit crimes.
Yep.
No, it says over as BAR.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they obresed BARs and Thompsons. And if you're wondering, yes, I have accounted for rules for obrezing and sawing off stuff within my modern rule set.
Yes. We are trying to be very modular about it.
I'm trying to account for as much as I can. Like, again, I've mentioned this to a couple of you individually. I suppose I'll mention it, publicly, as it were. Is that the reason that I started designing a lot of this is because for years, off and on, we've tried to do modern tabletop. Mm-hmm. And we've always had to make uncomfortable compromises, every single time. It just never worked perfectly. There was always, like, holes in the system and, places where it was very obviously a mechanic, and it really started to feel as though it were a game and not as close to how it would actually work as possible. And, I understand that tabletop gaming is not meant to be a simulation. I know that. I get that. However, it should try to replicate realistic, mechanics to a reasonable degree, and some of them I felt were to a very lazy degree.
Yes.
And so eventually I just got so frustrated that recently when I came back to the idea, because a couple of you guys wanted to do some Stalker tabletop stuff, and we'd kicked around the idea of making a system like that in the past, it started out where I was just like, okay, well, we'll make a Stalker tabletop. And then as I started working on that, I was like,
we realized pretty quickly that
I can strip out the Stalker elements, and I can just make, pardon me, I can make a core modern system that I can then just add modules to, like Stalker, like Fallout, and I can make it even more that way.
And so we decided, you know what? No system that we found does what we want.
Yeah,
so we're just going to make our own, and we're going to make it modular so it fits whatever it needs to fit.
So I'm attempting the lofty goal of making the best tabletop modern D20 system on the market. Like, that may sound like an arrogant goal. It's the goal, though. Like, if you're not going to shoot high, why are you shooting at all? Oh. And in a couple of cases, I've reached, at least within my own, what I prefer in a game, I have reached to that point in a couple of different sections of the rules. Like, no system I've ever read has done scopes in terms of the way they're represented in the rules as well as I have. I think I can say that to my own preferences, mind you, without a lot of ego, because the system that I've made is still relatively simple and yet represents scopes and the way that they would actually get facilitated and used.
You are being killed.
Yeah, and I ran out my ability to buy stuff. Oh, well, there we go. In a more accurate and realistic manner than any other system I've ever played.
No, it says if you want, you could also throw in instructions on your formula for setting calibers, so people could use that for fictional or excluded calibers they like.
Yeah,
that
and
is a plan that
I'm going
any
to.
formulas that we use to create stuff, we will typically have into.
That's going to go into the like GM notes.
That way that you can use the basic rules for basic modern stuff.
I thought the AUG was 3-round burst only. This thing is fully auto.
I don't know. Or you can use the basic rules with a module to get as close as you want, or as you can, to whatever you want, and then modify stuff.
Like,
you want it to be literally as modular as you can make it, so you can have as many different types of games as you want.
Like, the one that is going to get kind of tough as far as representing an easily translatable formula. Like, as long as we're working with modern technology, my comparative, joules of kinetic energy range equals X amount of damage, that'll work. Pardon me. I'm still, like, my sinuses occasionally, like, give me trouble. When you go into, like, sci-fi, when it's implied that, like, say, Mass Effect, almost every weapon it's like a miniaturized railgun, the way they work. And I'm willing to bet, if one were to crunch the numbers, that the amount of joules, as far as the kinetic energy used to move those projectiles, is probably pretty much absurdly higher than modern conventional weapons.
Well,
so
I think for that, you just have to do
I'd
it
have
based
to,
on
like,
the numbers.
I'd probably have to essentially scale the formula to those ranges.
Pretty much.
I'm reminded of the speech by that one gunnery sergeant.
Yeah.
That is why Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest motherfucker in space!
I loved that. I have to admit, that was beautiful. I sit there and
awesome.
listen to the whole thing every time.
I love that guy.
It's beautiful, and it's so true. It's so true.
Eh. Die! Oh.
Well, with better guns comes better armor, so it could probably remain the same proportionally. Yeah, that's what I figured.
That's true.
Is essentially, because as weapons get better, your armors get better. And for, like, Mass Effect, for example,
Yeah.
it's still, I think, scalable within the same numbers.
Yeah.
We just have to figure out where we're going to start the baseline.
Yeah.
And yes, there is a Mass Effect module plan. Because
That's in the works.
I can't help myself. I love Mass Effect, okay? I have looked for years.
She won't let me not eventually make a Mass Effect module.
I have looked for years for a Mass Effect D20 that works and is good, and none of them have ever really gotten off the ground.
Yeah. The two that I'm planning on first.
I want it so bad.
I'm planning on doing, of course, Stalker first, and then Fallout.
Fallout, of course.
And then I'm not sure what.
Mass Effect.
Maybe.
Star Wars.
Maybe. Star Wars would be a lot of work.
Yeah,
because I'd have to figure out, like, how I want the Force to work, and...
I could do that part. But the Force would be similar to biotics, though.
That's true.
So
It'd
once
actually
we
be very
figure out
similar.
the base system, anything that's like biotics or like the Force can be translated. Especially since we'll be changing the magic system anyway.
Yeah.
So just basic, if you just want fantasy in modern, our basic magic stuff will be different anyhow.
That's true.
So once we have the one, it's pretty easy just to change a few things around.
Alright, I have to know.
Oh god, the deagle.
It has to have the little spin draw, because of course it does.
I missed it.
Hold on, let me...
Nice.
That actually looks kind of small for a deagle, which is kind of funny.
Now it says, anyone remember how Combat Arms had their Kinsmarck shot award?
Yep.
Wait,
Classy. Combat Arms had, like, the little pop-ups that show up.
Oh,
like, there's
no.
headshot, and then there's also a nutshot pop-up.
Why?
Because they are made of class. Oh, my. Amazingly, the Desert Eagle doesn't suck. Ow. It's actually got some pretty significant recoil. I was worried they were going to do like a lot of games and just make it an I win button. Funny enough, it actually doesn't have a very powerful sounding report. I wonder if they're trying to say this is the 357 version. In which case I'd believe it. Ho 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 ho! Alright, I'm proud of that. That was cool. Yeah, this must be the 357 version. Not that I think the people who made this game know a lot about guns. I'm just trying to make sense of it for myself.
It's just hilarious. I can't get over this game.
And that's the other thing that is
Mr.
part of what...
Grumpy the Master.
It's part of what drove me to make my own, at least a guns system for tabletop, because that was where I started.
Yeah, that's where we started, because we didn't like it.
Because it was very clear that a lot of tabletop, well, not a lot, most tabletop authors that wrote systems for firearms they didn't know anything about guns. They were going off of Hollywood, and so they were pretty flawed and unrealistic rules. The most educated source that I came across was the book Ultramodern Firearms, and even that...
Miss Spoltatio New asks, what games do you expect more? Top 5.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I think what games you're looking forward to most.
Oh, games I'm looking forward to, top 5.
I think.
Well,
I'm not sure.
That's the question I'm gonna answer.
If that is not the right question, please correct me.
Gotta go with Phantom Pain.
No.
A Hideo Kojima game.
I'm gonna smack you.
What?
The top
What?
number one.
Number one is
it's
a default Fallout 4.
Okay. I don't have to smack you anymore. You're back on the same page. You're not relegated to the couch. Because I was about to be very upset with you.
So of course, it wasn't in any particular order.
Okay. So number 1, Fallout 4.
Of course.
You
Ow.
may now continue. Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain. What else? What else am I looking forward to? The new Deus Ex actually looks pretty good. Ow.
Just Cause 3 is coming out, by the way.
And it looks fun. It doesn't look like something that'll really keep me, though.
You want to know something funny, though? If you pre-order the thing, the Square Enix stuff, you can win an island.
What?
Yeah, they're having a thing where you can win an island. Your own island.
So, what you're winning is crushing tax debt.
Yes. That's why you sell it.
Yeah, you immediately sell stuff like that.
Yep.
Because that's like, I feel bad for those people on, like, HDTV that don't know and don't think ahead. And they're like, yay, we win this amazing, like, multi-million-dollar house. I'm like, yeah, but you still make $60,000 a year. You can't afford the taxes on the property every year on that thing. And a lot of these people, like, they try to make it. They try to, like, take out loans, and they end up in crushing debt because they won this fancy house. Like, no.
I'm just like, I'll go through it, take the furniture and stuff that I really like.
Exactly.
And then just sell the whole thing wholesale.
Sell it.
Go buy myself a $200 house, remake it to make it what I want.
Yeah.
And then deal with that.
Exactly.
I know it says Robin also coined the term Cervarium syndrome. Nice.
Well, what?
Cervarium syndrome. I don't know.
What does that apply to?
So top 5. So we do have Fallout, Phantom Pain.
I'm kind of spacing out right now on stuff that I know is coming. XCOM 2.
Oh.
Mad Max looks really freaking fun.
XCOM 2. Want it so bad. Want it. Want it, my
Like,
love. Want it.
I wish I had extra money on hand right now because Mad Max is actually coming out on the 31st. And it looks so fun! I just cannot afford it right now. So that's definitely one that I'll be getting as soon as I can afford. Like, I was worried that it wasn't going to end up very good, and yet I've seen some stuff preliminary for it that looks really good. And I also read that the original creator of, the Mad Max films was acting as an advisor for the game. And he was also acting as an advisor for Fury Road, which is why that movie was awesome, and why a lot of the early reviews for Mad Max, the game, are also saying that it's really good, if a little heavy on the driving, but, I mean, look at the screenshots, what do you expect? Right, I need to buy something other than the Deagle.
It says it means stopped focusing on making the game good and started adding pointless shit and not listening to the community.
Ah, yeah.
Now it says games that kill themselves by adding too much content, like War Thunder with all these weird rocket tanks and such, and Cervarium with all these LNGs and stuff. This told how if you are new says, have you seen the incoming Just Cause 3?
Yep. Yeah, like Just Cause 3, like, it looks like it's something that's gonna be really fun, but in the same sort of way that, like, Saints Row games are fun. In that it's going to be a fun playground. I don't think it's going to leave a very lasting effect on people. And that's the kind of thing I like. Like, a lot of people just like stuff that's just pure fun that you can just goof around in and, have a fun evening. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. I prefer games that involve a little more thought, or at least conjure up a little more thought. He says as he plays a completely mindless game. I know, I recognize the irony. Yeah, like, it kind of looks like Just Cause 3 will end up, much like Just Cause 2, really fun to mess around with. The physics are going to be amazing, I'm sure. Yeah, like, the whole thing is just if Michael Bay made a game. Which puts it on my wish list, just not incredibly high on it. Ow. Alright, let's try going this way. I've never gone this way. Who's down here? Oh. No one. Okay. Wow. I think I missed with, like, every shot. That was horrible. There we go. Ah, crap. Alrighty. Well, we are between matches. I need to use the restroom real quick, so I will return real quick.
Your news also says, and if you had the chance to buy The Witcher 3, will you buy it?
Oh, yes.
Remind me. Find a way to ask Levi.
Right. Yeah, The Witcher is one that I've considered streaming at times, because I don't think it would make for a very good Let's Play series, just because of the lengthy and at times dialogue-heavy nature of the game. It's kind of like Mass Effect that way. It would make for an awkward Let's Play series. I do think it would make for a decent stream series, and since I've never actually played more than a few hours worth of the first game, which I really much enjoyed, I just never had a chance to return to, because I got sidetracked when I first played it. I've actually never played the more of the first or second, or much less the third, Witcher titles. And I have the first two, I just don't have the third. Although I watched our moderator, Ghost, stream a fair amount of Witcher 3 a while ago, and really, really loved what I saw. So I'll absolutely get it whenever I can. I think this is probably my favorite map in this game, at least so far. Alright, let's try... Can I afford anything?
Guess thinking about internal damnation thoughts. I want to get off internal damnation.
Huh?
I don't know. Senpai Noah. I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Alright, I'm gonna test the M9. Let's see if I actually like it. No, not really. It's lacking a certain amount of stopping power. There we go. Alright. Owie. Ow.
Someone made a never-ending roller coaster tycoon ride called Eternal Damnation. People want it off.
Oh, okay. I see.
Escopopio or New says, what game would you recommend to me?
That depends. What are your tastes?
What type of games have you liked? You killed by Mr. Grumpy the Master.
Because, like, if somebody likes to play, like, sports games, I'm not going to recommend an RPG to them.
Mm-hmm.
But if they like RPGs, I might not recommend, like, you know, a competitive FPS to them, for instance. So it depends on what you like. Like, there's a friend of ours that actually works at the Chili's we usually go to at, you know, the end of stream on Fridays. And, you know, he was telling us he really likes, like, crafting survival games. And so my immediate reaction for him was just like, you need to play Salt, because Salt is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He moved. He's like the Slender Man. Ah, crap. Can I afford a Val? I can. Alright. Let's do this. Ow. That was a nice shot.
So Kinsmarck, at one point Russia made a nuclear self-propelled artillery piece.
Really? That's the first stage of a Metal Gear. They mean the Shagohod. Yeah, and you guys that are also fans of Metal Gear Solid, I would recommend checking out, at least, and this is going to sound weird, the first half of their most recent trailer for Phantom Pain.
Okay.
Because it was,
Golbathior says, anything is fine except for sports or card games.
Okay.
So recommended games.
I'll get to that as soon as I finish my my current thought. Is if you dig Metal Gear Solid, check that trailer out because it was actually directed and edited by Hideo Kojima himself, and the first half of it really comes off like him saying goodbye to the series, and it was really touching to see. If you know how to read between the lines when it comes to creators with their own content, the way that trailer was played out. Now, the second half of that trailer shifts dramatically in tone and is pretty damn spoilerific. So, if you want to avoid spoilers, I would cut off watching that trailer about halfway through.
Scarlett says, hi guys!
Hello, hello.
But yes,
So let's see, recommendations. Well, I suppose I can return, or rather repeat that same recommendation. If you like crafting survival games... Oh god, my sinus is full rebellion yet again. Salt is very, very good. It's a little like Stranded Deep in that it's maritime, you're traveling from island to island, except it's actually good. Don't waste your money, at least not at this stage, on Stranded Deep, because there's very little to it. Salt, on the other hand, there's a lot to. It's got a charming art style. It's easily one of the most entertaining games I played of even last year when it was still in a very early state, much less this year, now that it's much more polished. And it is one that I plan on returning to for a series. I never actually intended for my Let's Play Salt series to dive off. I lost 2 episodes of it in terms of recordings, and I was so frustrated with it. I didn't want to take out that frustration on the game, because it was not the game's fault. It was my recording software's fault. So I didn't want to take it out of the game, so I stepped away from it, and I just never came back. And I feel bad about that, because I know a lot of new stuff was added to the game since then, so sometime soon, I do want to return to doing Salt as a series on the channel. I'm not sure whether I'll resume where I left off, or start a new one. That'll probably have a lot to do with whether or not my old save is even compatible with the new version of the game. Anyway, let's see, other recommendations. If you enjoy RPGs and like Cyberpunk, it's tough to go wrong with Deus Ex Human Revolution, although I would direct you toward the director's cut version, not the original. Because the original version that was released for it, it was like it was 2 different games. There was most of the game, and then there was the boss fights. For some reason, in their infinite wisdom, the developers saw fit to literally outsource the development and the coding and everything of the boss fights to a completely different studio, and then just stitch them in. And it was not good. So the director's cut version was the original devs making their own damn boss fights, and also correcting some bugs, fixing some of the lighting, and rebalancing some things. And it's just an overall better product. And it's easily one of the most thought-provoking and emotional and well-written stories I've ever come across in a game. It is fantastic. Let's see. What are some other good recommendations? As far as free-to-play FPS games go, can't so much recommend this one. Dirty Bomb, however, is actually pretty decent. I suppose it's also worth asking, are you looking for, like, current games, or are retro suggestions included in that as well? Because I am a little bit of a hipster when it comes to some old games. I like a lot of obscure and underappreciated games, especially from the PlayStation 1 era. There was a lot of really, really good stuff made for the PS1 that few people know about. And a lot of those things are now, like, if you try to buy physical copies of them, they're kind of expensive on, like, Amazon and such. A lot of them are available for pretty cheap on the PSN store, though, if you're willing to just download digital versions.
Bobbin says, I feel kind of bad that I can't play this game. I want to play something, but I want to watch the stream too. And I know if I multitask, I'll just end up lurking here and being bad in the game.
I keep forgetting to actually buy new weapons. I just keep rocking the Glock. Alright, can I afford anything decent yet? I don't think so. Can I afford an SMG? Yeah, here we go. Alright, let's try... I'm gonna try the MP5. I've actually shot one of these, so I'm sometimes partial to them in games. It's something that some folks just don't, like, get, is that once you've actually personally familiarized yourself with a weapon, at least in my experience, I come to find that I favor them in games just out of personal preference. I'm just like, I know you. I've shot you.
Bob says, can't rock the Glock.
Owie. That's actually a decent representation of the MP5's irons, though. I like how it actually blurs out the rear sight. It actually does make it look as though your eyes are focusing on the front sight like you should. That's That's a weird bit of accuracy in this otherwise shoddily constructed game. Double kill. Whoop. Owie. So, since I assume we haven't gotten a response to whether or not they're looking for retro suggestions, right? Well, then I'm just going to start going off on retro suggestions, because y'all got me on that train of thought now. So this kind of applies to anybody. So it's going to be like the hipster sesh here for a little bit. One series that at the time was well appreciated, however, these days has really gotten overshadowed by things like Splinter Cell and Metal Gear Solid, is the old PlayStation 1 and to a degree PS2 era Siphon Filter series. Siphon Filter was really damn good for its day.
Bob says, okay, Ark Survival above the street for 2 whole days.
Really?
Instead, it says, unless the game has a 22 target pistol or 38, 1911, I'll just take what weapon I can. Unless there is a spire off.
I never shot an AUG. They're pretty hard to come by around here. Yeah, I've shot a couple of different shotguns, an MP5, a couple of different Glocks, 1911, an AR-15. I think that's it. No, there was also, courtesy of my cousin, an M1 Garand and a 357 revolver.
Let's go talk to your news. Says, yeah, retro. Sorry. Yes,
alright, so retro games. The two that I immediately go to, because they're so very underappreciated, are It's Weird to Spell. See if you can find it and put it in chat, because I can't remember how to spell it off the top of my head. Ehrgeiz. And it's like E-H-R-G-E-I-Z, I think? E-H-R-G-E-I-Z. Yeah, there we go. So just like copy-paste that into chat so they can actually search for it. It's an early, like, 8-way runner fighting game that was actually made by the same company that made a popular series of wrestling games in Japan, except they went out of the box of their usual type of game. And
are you talking about the Squaresoft Ehrgeiz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I horribly misspell it?
No, but it's Squaresoft. It is Square.
Oh yeah, that was Squaresoft.
So I was like, where are you going?
No, I mean like
the
developers, not the publisher, because that's just the publisher.
Oh.
Like Squaresoft didn't make it; they just published it. Anyway, and what they made from it was a very, very content-heavy game. Like, there was a lot to it, in that it was an arcade fighter in a three-dimensional plane, and it actually included some really cool original characters, as well as multiple characters from Final Fantasy VII, like Cloud, Tifa, Vincent, Yuffie, and Sephiroth are all in it as playable characters. And on top of the usual gamut of arcade fighter, modes, like arcade mode and story mode, there was also a challenge mode in which there was a weird sort of like fighting game, chess or checkers little mini game. There was like a racing thing in it, and most impressive was that there was also a Diablo-style dungeon crawl mode with like, I think it was like 100 levels worth of dungeons, and they were, there were actually a lot of level variety to it. You had to level your character. It was a full-on RPG, and it was very well made. And throughout the way, like, you would start collecting, some pieces of equipment were unique, like some of the armor and weapons and stuff, and others were pieces of the armor from the main game characters. Some of them were from some of the Final Fantasy characters. It was just such a cool game, and it was amazingly well made. So that's one I highly recommend. As far as side-scrolling shooters like Contra, that kind of thing, another one that I really recommend is Einhander, which it's like 2.5D, because the graphics are three-dimensional. However, the plane that you move upon is still a 2D side-scrolly sort of environment, and it has probably one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a game, especially if you're into like 90s era electronica. It was some really cool soundtrack.
Yeah, Bobman says Metal Slug is a pretty good one.
Metal Slug is pretty good. I actually played the hell out of Metal Slug when they had a arcade cabinet version of it at the laser tag place we used to go to when I was a kid. Let's see, what else? Owie, I only had one hand because I was scratching my leg. Ow. For a decent and surprisingly well-written RPG from the PlayStation 1 era that's not a Final Fantasy title, I also recommend The Legend of Dragoon. It was one of the only games of its type made actually by Sony Entertainment. And part of it is pretty obviously not perfectly localized. There were some weird translation errors, some of which more comical than others. However, it was actually a pretty cool RPG, and it had one of the most engaging combat systems of RPGs at the time, because kind of like in Final Fantasy VIII, when you swing with Squall, and you've actually got to hit a trigger button to pull the trigger on his gunblade to do more damage. Well, that's how every character and every attack, when you do non-magic stuff, actually works in Legend of Dragoon. You learn progressively more complex combos with each character, and every actual attack within a combo, you need to hit the right timing so that the combo will continue. Because if you screw one up, the combo ends. And you've got to learn the timing of them, so it keeps you focused and engaged on combat, like, at all times. And then, of course, there were the really cool, like, transformations into the, Dragoon super form kind of things. It was just a really cool game. And while we're on underappreciated RPGs, from the PlayStation 2 era, probably the least appreciated, but one that I really, really enjoyed, was Radiata Stories. Radiata Stories was really good. It's like if you took a classic Final Fantasy game and gave it some of the recruiting mechanics of a Fire Emblem game. The only difference being, if one of your people dies in Radiata Stories, they're not dead forever, they're just KO'd. But you get to recruit, like, dozens of different characters to use in combat. And it's got a pretty trippy story. It's not the clearest. It's pretty charming. It's got some well-done characters, a really charming art style. And it's also got a pretty outstanding soundtrack. There's a unique theme for each what's the word I'm looking for? Like, section of the main city in the game. And there's a couple of those themes, like in the mage area of town, that I really love to this day. It's got a really cool soundtrack. And Radiata Stories is one that I've actually considered streaming once we really get our console streaming room set up properly with proper lighting and all that. Because it's just a really good game. And yet again, it's one of those that it's so long that I don't think it would work for a conventional Let's Play series. I think it would work better in a stream format. And a series that to me is very much a guilty pleasure. I recognize it has a lot of flaws, and it is not the most historically accurate. However, it's just all kinds of fun, is Way of the Samurai. I was very, very sad when I realized a couple of years ago that the first game in the series for the PlayStation 2 was one of the games that was printed on the old blue discs. And if you're unfamiliar with those, what that means is some of the earlier games made for that platform were printed using a different sort of writing process to the disc, and they used a different surface on the readable surface of the disc. And unfortunately, the blue material that they used for the writing surface had a nasty tendency to degrade very quickly, such that some of those games only actually functioned for about 5 years, and then the actual material that the data was written to just kind of started disintegrating, especially if they were allowed in any kind of heat at all. And I live in Texas, so you do the math. Then a lot of them, the actual written surface of the disc just started to disintegrate. And I realized that my old original Way of the Samurai disc, completely unusable. And it's such a rare game that finding one that actually works, pretty much impossible. I've bought like 4 of them used at GameStop, hoping that one of them would still work. None of them have. So the only hope, I think, to playing the original ever again is if it ever gets, or if it already has and I just don't know, ported over to the PSN store. That's probably the only way it'll ever get played. However, the sequel to it, Way of the Samurai 2, still works, and is also a very fun game. And the third entry in the series for PS3 is, of course, also still functional, because PS3 didn't have any of those issues. And it's one of the most fun and engaging sword-fighting games that I've ever played. And it's got a very branching story to put BioWare to shame, to the degree that that's one of the major selling points, is it has a lot of replay value. Because, like, depending upon the choices you make and exactly the way you want to play the game, you could literally play it such that, you do game start, and you could conceivably leave the area where the game takes place and essentially roll credits in about 1.5 minutes. Like, you could end the game that quickly. You wouldn't accomplish anything. Or, depending upon chasing down certain quest paths, some of those can take in excess of, like, 10 hours. So it's a very, very different experience depending upon the choices you make every time. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, thank you. Oh no. Oh no.
Did I just ruin your mental?
Oh, for those of you watching the export, it was GoPro footage of a guy riding a bike over the steel beams of a giant bridge. Oh, no, thank you. Anyway, let's see. Other recommendations. I can stop gushing about Way of the Samurai now. Let's see. I feel like I'm forgetting something, like, obvious. What am I forgetting? What are some games I really enjoy playing? Well, if you're new to the channel, I have no idea whether or not you are or not. Then you might not know that I and several of our core community members absolutely adore the Stalker series. Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and Call of Pripyat. Mostly the first and third entries in the series. Clear Sky is kind of a red-haired stepchild, however, still worth mentioning. And it is one of the most atmospheric and at times creepy FPS pseudo-survival games I've ever played.
Scott says, would you like to try XCOM multiplayer soon?
Sure. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
No, it says, have another, the highest rope swing in the world.
What? That's over a stadium. Are those people in the stadium? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. I love that fist. Just like, yeah! Oh. No, thank you.
Leaping off the stadium for Big Rush and Bear in South Africa.
Wow. Holy crap, these guys just came out of the woodwork all of a sudden.
208 feet high.
No, spank you. Alright, let's see if the SPS-12 is any decent. I haven't tried it yet. Oh god, the rate of fire on this thing is monstrous. Alright, so SPS-12, not made of suck. Actually decent. What the hell? Where'd he go?
Literally no.
What? Whoa. Nah. Nah, I'll pass.
He went backwards. Oh god, he went backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll pass. Triple kill. Alright, the SPS-12 is a little OP. A little OP. Oh my god. Alright, this thing... This is like too good.
Here's an even crazier one.
What? Oh god. It's always disorienting to me when there's all this motion going on and yet the camera is like perfectly stationary. Wait, did that guy just crack a beer?
Yeah.
What? Wow.
Friendly reminder to secure your carabiners. Another one from Noah. I'm scared of doing all this.
That sounds like someone's gonna... Oh. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. No, no, no.
It's not gonna...
Also, if you're using carabiners, make sure you're using the kind that are actually meant to bear loads. Because they sell a lot of them that are just like keychains, and they're made of flimsy aluminum. And yeah, they'll hold your keys. They will not support your weight. They are not interchangeable with the real thing. Oh my god. SPS-12 is silly powerful. Oh wow. Alright, let's see here. This is silly. Owie, they finally got me. After I got a mega kill. And then one of them had to get a combo breaker. Ow. Ow. Somebody's decent with his quickscope rifle. Hi. I love how some people I can run right past them, and I think the lag is such that it's like I teleport past their field of vision, so they don't actually realize I've run right past them. Sup. Sup.
Also, gratuitous picture of my
Ow.
cat.
Meow. Am I saying
Is
meow?
that a camera?
Son? Am I saying meow?
I think that's a camera on his cat.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That
That seems like a camera on
Camera
his
or
cat.
a tracky color or something? I just hip-fire headshot a dude from, like, across the map. This SPAS-12 is silly. And I like it. I shouldn't. Because it's horribly unbalanced. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, no, no, no! Ah. Could not switch to knife fast enough. Is there just a melee button? No, what the?
No, it's a GPS collar. We let him run wild for the most part, so it's useful to be able to find him if he stays out too late.
Ah, gotcha. So it is a tracky color. Owie! Owie! Alright, I need to actually buy some armor, I think. Alright, let's go for full armor, and we'll get some nades, because why not? I assume I use grenades by just hitting G. Yep. Yoink! Ow. Do I lose my armor? No, I don't. I keep my armor when I respawn. That's pretty sweet. So it's a one-time investment. Whoa! I win. Really, I think the real winner here is the SPAS-12. I can't claim credit for its amazingness. Can I afford that thing straight away? I can't. That is silly. I can get what is arguably the best weapon in the game at the very start of a match. Wow. Whoa, that's a lot of people. Ow. Yeah. Yeah. Ow. Alright, maybe on this map, not so much the best, because it lacks the range to handle these long corridors. Ugh! Again, France, why do you hate your soldiers?
I don't know.
Actually, no, this wasn't made by France. Frenchy, despite the name, is it a French or is it an Italian company? Part of me wants to say it's Italian. My gut says French, though.
I don't know.
Clarification from our firearms enthusiasts. I'm overthinking things. SPAS-12, French or Italian, or something else. I'm gonna laugh if it's like Belgian or something. No, 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 you don't see me. Oh, jeez. Get Shrek'd. I'll take out your knees.
It's Italian. They wanted the enemy to get overconfident from the surrender association. Rough Rider shotgun range. That's kind of hilarious.
Ow. I realized when I was doing a lot of firearms research for getting the tabletop system right, that apparently the Belgians have made really good weapons with a few really glaring exceptions to that. For the last couple hundred years, like, they're one of the premier firearm manufacturing companies, or rather designing countries.
No, it says, for someone who's technically part French, I sure gave France a hard time. And so it says, I thought the SPAS-12 was American.
No, the USAS-12 is American. Owie. Actually, no. I rescind that. The USAS-12 is actually South Korean. It was made in conjunction with some American contractors. It was actually designed and manufactured in South Korea, though. My mistake. And a lot of people don't realize there's actually, and has been for a while, an SPAS 15. That's a pretty picture. That's really cool. And it's actually magazine fed. Ow. SPAS 15 is ugly, though. It's one of the ugliest shotguns I think I've ever seen. I also recently realized, I don't know if it was something one of you guys showed me or something I stumbled upon while I was researching. Apparently somebody has also now made an AR upper that takes 5.7 mags for FNP90s. It looks kind of funky, because it's of course still got the lower, like, magwell. Apparently they're pretty reliable, though, and they're trying to make PDW versions of them and market them to, like, security forces, and they're trying to market them to federal government and stuff. I don't know how successful they are. They look kind of weird, though. It does mean, though, that they get pretty enormous capacity with, of course, the 5.7's ability to rip through most conventional armor.
No, it says, I know I mentioned it, but I think you discovered it for yourself first. It also ejects through the magwell, which is cool.
Really? I didn't know that. That's cool. Isn't it like AR-57, I think they're calling it? For the whole 5.7 thing? Owie. Alright, let's see. Time to move away from the shotgun. So let's go for some snipey snipe once more. Can I afford... Let's go with... I can't quite afford the AWP, so we'll go with an M24. Why not? Is this thing decent? We will see. Oh, it de-scopes me with every shot. I don't like that.
AR-57 or something, yeah, but the P90 ejects down, which they basically just drop that right into the AR-15 body.
Nice. That's cool. I like it when they do that kind of ejection, because I think like the F2000 ejects shells forward, which is weird. It's got like a chute on the front of it, and that makes it really good for adapting to ambidextrous users, because it means lefties don't have to worry about getting shells ejected right into their cheek. Alright, I'm learning to work with the M24. It's not horrible. Not great. Not horrible, though. I'll work my way up to probably another SVD, because I like that a little more. Ah, missed. Ah, missed again. I shot right between them. And again! My god! When did I start to suck so much? Come on. Come on. Guys. Guys, you're pushing them so hard they can't actually move up. And that gives me no targets. And that makes me a sad panda. There we go. Come on. Come on. Ah. He moved. Gotcha. Ow! Nice shot. Got killed by Drek. Man. Nobody told me there were going to be Shadowrun people here. The accusations are real in the match chat right now. Oh, there we go. Again. Whoa, 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 whoa. You were a little closer for comfort. Ooh. Oh, no. Gotcha. Can't tell. I think I may have just gotten a double. Nope, that wasn't a double. That was just one. Ow. I don't think I can quite afford another rifle just yet. And it's a moot point, because the match is about to end. Shot him right in the friggin' kidneys. And I think... Nope, I didn't quite get the last shot. Mr. Grumpy the Master got the last shot.
I said you had any trouble launching the game through Steam. I'm trying to launch X Combat, get stuck on the screen to launch pop-up.
No, not really.
Not that I know of, anyway.
At least I haven't. I don't know. I've only played, like, 2 games in the last few days, though. I've been trying to catch up on a lot of work as much as I can, rather than doing a whole lot of gaming. Like, the most work I've done that wasn't...
No, Oscar says, didn't even realize you guys were live, lol. I was about to stream Dirty Bomb.
Yeah, you can feel free to hop into this with us if you want.
From the shower.
Welcome back. Alright, I'm gonna go... No, I ran out of time. Crap. Oh, well. So Oscar, if you haven't seen my first 15 on this, which went up on the channel yesterday, it's not a good game. It's still an entertaining one, though. Eh. Oh, this, like, is their spawn. Oh. Well. For some reason, that, like, poke knife animation, that really amused me. I can't say why. I'm gonna save it for a sniper rifle. A good one. I think I want to try to save it for the 50. Which means I am rocking the Glock. Let's do this.
Wow. That was impressive.
I try. Austria strong. Oh, jeez! Ow.
Oscar says, I did see it. It's like CS on its bare bones.
Pretty much.
And yet, somehow...
It's Counter-Strike's anorexic cousin. It's still somehow entertaining, though, and I don't quite understand how. It's just got a little charm to it that I can't quite place a finger on.
Yep.
Die! Oh. Oh, God. Owie. Alright. You know what? I'm actually going to expedite my process by switching up to the Colt, because this thing just does more damage. So it'll cost me a little bit right now. However, I'll make it up very quickly. I do kind of like some of those animations, though, where they get, like, shot in the gun and, like, I know you're down there. Ow. See, I think I'm back to where I was already, so... There we go. Ah! Ow. Almost there.
Well, I don't know if you want to hop into TS and squad up. That's up to you.
Yeah, sure. I don't know if we actually can squad in this game. You might be able to join on me for the server, though. Like, through Steam. I'm not entirely sure.
don't think you can. Says Bob Man.
Damn. I'm just kind of playing the headshot game right now. Oh crap. It says I have a grenade. How I nade. How I... Crap, never mind. Never mind.
If browsers were guns.
I approve.
Oscar is in TS.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Noah. That killed me a little bit.
Alright, let me go hide in some crates here. Wait, I think I actually recognize this. I think this is the one that everybody was saying is just Dust 2. Because even I recognize part of this. Alright, let's see. Connect to the team speak.
Connected.
And...
Channel switch.
Ta-da-da!
Well, hello.
How goes, friendo?
It's going. It's going.
Alright, let's refresh WARMODE and hop in. There we go. Alright, cool. So, anyway, let me know if you guys can still see.
I can't join you per se. Do you know, like, what macro channel and stuff you're in?
Let me check.
Noah says...
I'm on Factory
CSGO or
Skirmish.
CSS event when?
I think I have Counter-Strike Source. We could do a CS Source thing at some point. I don't have CSGO, though.
I think I'm joining yours.
Okay. How am I still alive down here? I shouldn't be.
Oh.
Crap. Completely out of ammo.
I joined your thing. Oh my god, what's the sensitivity?
Yeah, this game does have some mouse acceleration.
Oh god. Alright, well, we're on the same team.
Hey. Gun kata. Dodge them. Dodge them all. Channel your inner... Christian Bale.
A small team event ordering separate Skype calls or TS groups per team and, well, may the best man win.
That'd be cool. Could totally do that. Ow. We definitely gotta do some more unturned PvP and get more people in. Like get Wasker and Ghost in there.
I'm up for it. I do that. Oh my god.
Alright, let's see. Can I actually afford one of the good, like, snipers now? Even though it's under the assault rifle tab. No, I need 100 more. Oh, and the round is over. I spent the whole round trying to get up to the M90, and the round is over. Oh well.
Oh, the MP7 has a broken reload animation. I can tell you that. I've been here for 5 seconds.
It says we could do an insurgency event with Nuggets only.
That's true, we could
And
do...
Noah says Nugget fast.
Which team are you going for?
I pretty much always go Mercs.
Alright,
Just 'cause
I can't go Mercs.
I like the way they look more.
Okay. Oh.
I'm kind of a sucker for cool ballistic masks.
Oh.
Noah says school's a thing for me now, so I'd have to be on Friday, Saturday, a Sunday with a Monday off or over a break.
Okay.
Yeah, likewise. Ow. Headshot. This game has horrible mouse acceleration. So. Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the game options, the sens is the sensitivity. It's just abbreviated for no reason.
I can't take the options from in-game.
Oh, well.
That's, well, stay for 5 seconds. I already hate it.
Like I said, it's not a good game. It's just somehow entertaining, and it has, like, no right to be. It just kind of is.
Well, you let me know when you want to play Dirty Bomb, because I've been really getting into Dirty Bomb recently, after, like, we played that one day.
Yeah.
I've played it more than anything, honestly.
Dude, Dirty Bomb is awesome. Like, I was really concerned they might go pay to win, and they're not, so...
Yeah.
Scott says, well, Steam isn't playing the game, so I won't be able to play XCOM.
Oh.
And Noah says, so China unveiled a new NBT. How much you want to bet it's a Cold War era junker that's got a lot of cool plastic parts?
Probably.
It took me an entire match to kill that guy. Oh god.
It's just gonna be a fancy-looking T-34.
I think I found a bug. I found where a guy, the same guy keeps spawning right in front of me. I keep shooting him.
I'm gonna try the FNP90 and just see how broken it is. Yeah, because it's always broken in, like, every game.
P90?
Yep. Oh, hey, buddy. I think I found you. How's it going?
How are you?
Oh god, the plate on the red dot is, like, cloudy. Wow, they actually got the animation reload right. That's surprising.
Yeah, the MP7, in the MP7, the magazine is in your hand, it's in your wrist.
Lol, whoops. Wow. Okay, so the FNP90, weird, yet good.
Alright, I'm gonna use it. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Why is it green?
I don't know.
I just died. I got killed by myself.
You really should have talked to somebody, man. There are hotlines for this kind of thing.
Yeah. I was unaware. Okay, what is hit detection?
It's a myth. Hit detection is for the weak.
Noah is about to build this in Kerbal Space Program.
Cool.
Now it says, I was sort of right. It's a slight upgrade of an old tank based on a T-72.
Yeah, so
Ow.
essentially tail-end Cold War equipment with an upgrade.
Okay, why is the P90 like reload animation? Why does his like his left hand like covers his eyes, like shields his face?
Because he has to shield himself from the awesome.
Okay.
This amazing piece of Belgian technology just it overwhelms him.
I think he's shielding his eyes from these textures. Oh my god, this is so bad. Like, if I get caught in the middle of a reload, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, the FNP90 does have a really long reload animation.
It's not even that, I just go blind for 3 seconds.
I'm definitely gonna switch to something else as soon as I can.
Dude, Dirty Bomb. I've been getting real good at Dirty Bomb.
Yeah.
I think I've been playing it too much. I think I'm addicted.
So who's your favorite merc at this point?
My favorite merc is, what's his name? Fuck, I'm forgetting his name. Not Sawbones, the other black guy.
Fletcher?
Fletcher, yes, Fletcher.
I haven't played much as him yet.
Yeah, I'm just a cheeky bastard when I play Fletcher, because his special ability is, like, C4, basically.
Hmm.
And, anytime, like, somebody, like, tries to dodge me, I just throw C4 in a random direction, like, towards the random direction, blow them up the walk away.
Have they switched the free rotation recently?
Fletcher's still on, the new guy, Red Eye's still on, and...
Oh, awesome.
Somebody else, I don't remember who else is on.
Okay. Yeah, last time I played with you was a couple of days ago, and Red Eye wasn't there yet, so...
Yeah.
That tells me I need to record my Red Eye episode sometime in the next couple of days. Because I haven't tested...
He's pretty cool.
I haven't tested him yet, I really want to.
Okay, I think I'm stuck. I accidentally jumped in one... Oh, no, okay. I jumped into one of the center ditches. Called, yeah, Fletcher, I think, is my favorite of the bunch.
I also really like Nader. She's pretty fun.
Don't know who that is.
She's the German grenadier lady. She's got like the revolving grenade launcher.
She hasn't been in the rotation since last started playing.
Gotcha. She's pretty good. I think her default main gun is a little like Krinkov.
Hmm. what's it called? I want to do a Fletcher because he's like him and who else?
Sawbones is one of my other favorites. He's freaking awesome.
Fletcher and the other guy, the guy who does like the orbital strikes or whatever.
Orbital strikes are Kira.
No, not that one. It's,
Artie does. Carpet Bomb. That's Skyhammer.
Yeah, Skyhammer. Him. I want to get a class with him that has a different rifle because right now I have one with him with the M4 and another one with an AK.
Yeah, he's decent with an AK. I kind of want to get him with a DMR though.
Yeah, like I want to get a semi-auto rifle with him.
Yeah.
And I want Sawbones with an automatic rifle because right now I have the shotgun, the lever action as my primary.
Ooh, no.
And the it's actually not that bad. I have the lever action as my primary and TMP as my secondary. And because of the way the maps are structured, I tend to use my TMP as my primary and switch over to the shotgun basically when I run out of ammo.
Gotcha.
Batman says we should get all you guys into Stug User so we can run Stug Squad and I can make a video out of it.
Oh my god.
Well, I finally died. I have like crazy amounts of points now. Alright, let's see. Let's go for that M90. Oh god, who's the plebe that put their fingerprints on the frickin' scope lens? Who needs to die?
The idiot who sold you the gun. Oh god.
How dare he?
How do I switch over? Oh, I died.
You gotta hit the number keys. Wow, I just watched someone like Slender Man teleport. That was funny.
Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't do my secondary. That's dumb. I like my scrolling view.
I don't like it when games force you to use numbers.
Yeah. I prefer scrolling view.
Yeah, same here.
Easier. Oh. Wait, do bodies jump after I shoot? Okay, no. Like I was just in the middle of a dying animation.
Well, this thing is predictably powerful. Ow. Who has the balls?
That guy. I'm gonna sit here until somebody. Oh, I died.
I just watched someone fall off the roof. What happened? Alright, alright.
Oh.
There's a guy called I Don't Hack on the enemy team. I'm not sure I believe him.
Speaking of which, actually, coming back to Dirty Bomb, I played a game with a hacker.
Yeah.
This dude's name is Victory. So if you ever play on Dirty Bomb with a guy named Victory, he's a hacker. He was one-shotting people with the Deagle.
Ah. Yeah, I've seen a few aimbotting people in Dirty Bomb. Not many, but a couple.
Like, he was aimbotting and one-shotting everyone.
Yeah. Like, a Deagle to the head, I think, is an insta-kill for most characters. I think the only one with resistance high enough to not get one-shotted is Rhino. Yeah.
Yeah, but he one-shotted me in the crotch.
Yeah.
I think Rhino's the only person who can't get one-shotted if I'm not mistaken.
He can if you catch him in the head with one of Vasili's bolt actions.
Right, okay. Yeah, but that makes sense.
Yeah. But like, I tried to take Rhino on with an SMG at close range, and that did not end well for me.
Say that again?
I tried to take Rhino on with an SMG at close range, and that just did not end well for me.
Could you sit down after, or no?
No, I had to limp a little.
Gotta get a donut? I don't hack is on our team.
There's some salty ass people in the game chat.
Oh, I'm not even reading it.
Oh my god, why won't this guy die? You know what? While we're all pretty much using pistols, I'm just gonna be that guy, and I'm just gonna knife. Just rush and stab.
How do you get the currency for this game?
It's just XP, and I don't think it actually does anything. Or do you mean like the mid-match currency?
Midnight.
Just kill people.
Oh, okay.
Hit, 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 hit. Oh my god, the hit detection for the knife is crap. Hey, 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 hey. How am I still alive? Yeah! Damn it.
Because your hit detection's broken in so big. You know what's funny, actually, now that I'm noticing it? The guns in this game kind of look, like, kind of cel-shaded. Like, I feel like this is a Borderlands Glock.
Yeah, kinda. Like, I think some of these are... I could be wrong, but some of these look really familiar to things I've seen in other games. So I think some of these are stuff that the devs bought off of the Unity asset store. Because this is on the Unity engine. So...
Guess who ended up behind you, bitch?
And I've watched a lot of Jim Sterling recently just because I caught up on a lot of the other people I like to watch. So I was like, well, I sometimes like Jim Sterling. Let me catch up on some of his stuff. And he covers a lot of, like, early access and Steam Greenlight stuff. So watching his, I've kind of picked up a working knowledge of what is and is not likely from the Unity asset store. And a lot of these, they look like they are.
Right. They're called, Bob wants to join us, but he doesn't know which map and stuff we're in.
Let's see. We are in the Catacombs map on skirmish mode. And there is currently one slot available, which just got filled, but it seems like it kind of comes and goes. So that's pretty much all I can tell you.
Alright, Bob. That's more information than I actually had. So, Catacombs map, skirmish. I don't even, like, there's no join friend thing, like, on Steam or whatever, so that's, that's why I had to ask you the same question or not.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could actually, like, just, you know, like, join on Steam via friend.
Right, yeah, that's what I couldn't do.
Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Hi there.
Take this UMP. Okay.
Woodworkers are crazy.
Whoa. That is nuts. Well, like, I can actually give a personal example of that. My stepdad, for when we got married, he made us a traditional, like, Nordic wedding goblet. Yep. And I have no idea how he did it. It's
what you have to do is you take a singular piece of wood, you carve a goblet and two rings.
Yeah, like you do it with like you do it with a lathe, and it's like a wine glass shape except made out of wood, and it's all the same piece of wood, and there are two rings that are smaller than, you know, the diameter of the top and the base, so that they can't come off, and they're made from the same piece of wood that, you know, hang around the stem. Amazing craftsmanship. Like, my stepdad is crazy good.
He did it on his first attempt.
Yeah, like, he kind of, like, looked at the tutorial, figured out how it works in his head, and then just went to town and just made it perfect on his first shot.
I don't know how he did it, but he did it.
Is there team killing in this game?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I just got sad. Because I was wondering, because I just, like, blew it, like, the guy's head out.
Yeah, I accidentally shot some allies in the back of the head with sniper rifles and they didn't die, so...
Okay, yeah, like...
I don't think... Actually, let me find you. I'll just unload on you and we'll find out.
Is there any way to check what server number there is?
I'm near spawn right now. Let's see, server number... I cannot access the server number mid-match, so I don't know. Alright, let's see. Nope! No team killing.
Oh my god, your head is like bouncing all over the place. And these splashes for blood effects.
Yeah, the muzzle flash is pretty crazy.
No, like the blood effects on the screen.
Oh. I think those are actually, like, blood decals that are meant to get on walls.
Either that or the ones that are supposed to, like, fall on your face. Like, on the screen. On the camera.
But they just kind of, like, appear in midair.
Yeah.
Why is this game so fun when it's so bad?
It's one of those things that are just amazingly bad.
This is like a sci-fi original movie of a game. Oh my god.
What?
You know the Sci-Fi Channel where they have their own original movies that are just all invariably terrible and yet entertaining for all the wrong reasons?
Like the sixth Sharknado that's about to come out?
Yeah, well, like there was also Sharktopus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is a Sharktopus?
It's a shark with the lower half of a squid, and it hates people
it was bad.
and can crawl on land. I think it was like, I don't know, like a Godzilla kind of thing where it's like a mutant. I don't know.
But Godzilla isn't gonna be a kaiju.
Well, isn't it implied that he turned into a kaiju because of genetic mutation, because of the whole like atomic bombs in the Pacific thing?
No, his reasoning for existing is that he's here to protect the Earth, and he uses atomic power.
Noah says
He's here to keep the Earth green.
Oh, I don't know.
He's like the fire bear from.
So what you're saying is he's the real Captain Planet.
Yeah, actually.
Noah says, gonna
But
be
for
honest,
some reason he only stays in Japan.
Gotcha.
the first person assets don't look too horrible. With some minor polishing and better levels, this could be mad decent.
Yeah, it really could. And because it's still early access, who knows? This may actually turn into a decent game eventually.
Bobman says, I think you guys are on server 9.
Okay. I am not at all sure how to tell that.
Yeah.
Round just ended, so I'm going to be right back. I've been drinking tea this whole time, so I need to hit the restroom one more time. I will return very shortly.
Come on. Oh! I'm dead.
Alrighty, so while she's at the restroom, I will be chat blind for a short moment. Alrighty.
I'm gonna go downstairs and get a drink. Do you want one?
No, I've still got all kinds of stuff. Oh no, I just realized we're in a match with John Cena!
Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
Oh god.
Oh, I can't be Mercs this time. Team's full. Alright, fine. Yeah, I watched John Cena versus John, shit. The Daily Show guy. Jon Stewart's.
Oh, Jon Stewart, yeah. I
That was amazing.
It's funny, because they replaced him, like, it was weird, because I was on, like, Netflix watching, like, random comedy stuff, so I was bored one night, and the guy they replaced him with was a guy who I thought was interesting, didn't think was funny.
Who did they end up replacing Jon Stewart with?
This, like, he's like this black guy from like,
Oh, is it
Jonestown or something.
He's from South Africa, right?
Yeah. Like,
That's right. Okay, I know they talked about him. I didn't know they actually settled on him.
I don't remember exactly where he's from, but he's like a comedian from South Africa.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I found like his documentary like interesting. Like
Yeah.
Point. It was talking about like you know how comedians really weren't getting paid, or how it wasn't a big thing where he was from, and he had to. And it was weird for him, like, growing up, because he's, like, a black black guy with like an English accent and whatnot, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, like I get you. You're making good points, but it wasn't that funny.
Yeah.
At least from what I saw, I did give up kind of.
Well, that's like a lot of George Carlin's comedy, especially in his later years. It wasn't always all that funny. A lot of his comedy was actually more like thought-provoking.
Right. Yeah. I like this comedy. It was. Because I prefer to think.
Yeah.
And just that was fun.
Exactly. That's why I really like George Carlin. It's like, I have to admit though, like a lot of his stuff, it isn't very traditionally funny so much as it is, you know, ironic and like it'll make you chuckle cynically.
Yeah. Like I was watching some of his stuff on like the TSA and whatnot, and it's like, well, he was noticing before anybody else was.
Yeah, he was really like a canary in the mine with a lot of things. It's such a shame that he died because George Carlin's commentary on stuff that's happening in the world now.
Right.
Oh, it'd
like,
be so amazing.
10+ years ago.
Yeah.
I swear, he was a prophet.
He really was. He had amazing insight.
Who? What?
George Carlin.
Oh.
One of my other favorite comedians that I only happened upon via Pandora when I was working at the sheriff's department is Christopher Titus. Christopher Titus is freaking amazing, and I relate to him a lot because a lot of his stuff is personal and comes from a lot of his experience in life, and I kind of grew up in a very similar manner, so a lot of his comedy really speaks to me.
I feel that.
Alright, let's see. Can I afford something decent? AS Val. Hell yes.
M4 isn't that bad.
No, it's really not. I tried that a little while ago. It's pretty decent.
The iron sights are god-awful.
I mean, it's the M4.
Yeah. Like, I just feel like games never get the distance right for the sights.
Yeah. A lot of them put it like you're, like, resting your nose on the top of them.
Yeah, and then this one, it's like... I'd like it to be a little closer, so I could actually see through, like, the center iron.
Yeah. It does at least blur out the rear sight as though you're focusing on the front sight, which is a decent touch.
I mean, it's acceptable.
Yeah. Dang, these guys actually have their defense on lock.
Yeah, because I'm over there, like, I'm pushing hard.
I'm trying to.
We're on opposite teams.
Oh, okay.
We're the team with the fewest amount of people, but I'm pretty sure we're winning now.
No, we're a little ahead of you guys score-wise.
Oh, we're like at the score.
It's at the top.
Oh, you guys are the right.
Yep. Oh wait, no. Never mind. I misspoke.
No, it says, have I
You're
ever
right.
mentioned I'm very disappointed by the lack of M50 Ontos in War Thunder and Armored Warfare?
On toast when? Sup, fools? Ow. Ow. How dare you?
I shot you in the face. I hit fire.
Punk.
If it makes you feel any better, I kind of got scared before I shot you in accident. I tried to go in the room, but I stepped sideways. I shot off the wall. If it makes you feel any better.
A little.
Oh my god.
No, it says I'm thinking about writing an official suggestion for the Ontos on the War Thunder forums.
They might listen to you. Because they've done that,
Oh my god.
before where, you know, they ask for what people want to see as far as trees and stuff.
This guy shot my crazy. Again. Really smooth.
I think this van, this exterior texture, is literally a photograph of a van that they just plastered on the side of that polygon.
Where?
I think there's a van in each of our spawns.
Mm-hmm.
Like, go up to it, It's pretty clearly a photograph
Oh, okay.
of a van.
Dude, it's a Google or Google like Street View picture of a van.
Yeah.
Posted on a block. Like honestly.
Yeah, it really is. Like, it's got that grainy Google Earth kind of look to it.
Yeah, and you can see the windows. There's like a blue sky on the other end. I refuse.
Shall we switch over to Dirty Bomb?
I am not opposed.
Alright, I think
Why
we'll...
would this guy die?
Because at the end of the round, everyone's invincible for some reason.
What? So why are we still shooting? Why can we still do this?
I don't know. Alright, let's see. Let me close this out. And for the sake of keeping clean exports, I'm going to close this stream and then I'll restart it once I've launched Dirty Bomb so we can do 2 separate exports, one for each game. So, for those watching this particular export, thank you guys for sticking around for that investigation into War Mode. I have no idea how a game that shoddily made is still that entertaining. And I mean that in the most endearing of ways. Because I do see potential there. I'm not just saying that. I really do. Like, if that gets polished, if more gets added to it, if there's a reason for XP generation, which there isn't now, like if they add like unique weapon drops, even if they're just cosmetically different, which I would hope is the only way they would be different, like that could end up good, especially if they move away from just using maps ripped out of CS. But you know, so that's kind of my extended investigation into War Mode. So thank you guys for sticking around. And I am Kinsmarck here at Last Level Press. This is Violator. I've been joined on voice chat by Waskar, whose channel I will link in the description of this particular export. And I will catch you all later. So, good gaming, and Godspeed.
Bye!
And I'll now